for this one, what we're going to want to do is go ahead and set up some synthetic division and then figure out what our quotient is. So let's go ahead and set up our synthetic division here. We know that k, since 5 is a 0, is going to be equal to 5. And now all we need to do is set up our numbers underneath our line here. So let's go ahead and see. It does not appear as though we will need some placeholders, so we can go ahead and write our leading coefficients of a 6, a negative 37, a positive 32, and then finally a positive 15. Again, we know what that k is. That k is going to be a positive 5 on the outside. And we can go ahead, bring our first term down, and then multiply and add. So that will look like this, and we will get the resulting numbers here. So we'll get a negative 3, and then finally negative 15, and a remainder of a 0. So if you recall, there was a specific format that we might deal with, and it might look like this. So we have a function f of x, or polynomial, and it could be equal to x plus or minus k. In this case, we are dealing with minus k. And then we had our quotient, or a q of x. So we want to actually get it into this format. So let's go ahead and take x minus, and in this case, our k is 5. And then our quotient. So in order to write our quotient, we need to have 1 degree less than our original. So let's go ahead and look at our original. So we are dealing with a 3 in this case, so our quotient is going to start with a degree of a 2. So in this case, we will have a 6x squared minus 7x minus a 3. All right, let's do a little bit of simplification. And what this term right here, linear factors, really means, linear factors, we want to go ahead and see if this 6x squared minus 7x minus 3 will factor out into 2 linear terms. So let's go ahead and factor this one out. I'm going to use the trash factoring method. So the 6 times the negative 3 gets me a negative 18. So in other words, we want 2 numbers that multiply to negative 18, and added or subtracted gets us the negative 7. So for this example, a negative 9 and a positive 2 should satisfy that factoring. All right, let's go ahead and see if we can reduce this. So it looks like we can go ahead and pull a 3 out. Let's go ahead and do so. And the result will give us a 2x minus 3 times, and in the second one, we can go ahead and pull a 2 out. So that gives me a 3x plus a 1.